Hey guys, and welcome back to another Type Soul video. So in this video I'm going to be doing a SCHRIFT tier list. So this is my opinion and this is pretty accurate, I guess, to popular tier lists, perhaps. I'm not too sure. But you guys can let me know in the comments if you agree, and it's fine if you also disagree. You can let me know what you would put instead and stuff, and yeah. Alright, so first off we have balance. So this is mainly a healing SCHRIFT. It is mainly good for like medic builds or just full-on support builds, or it is also good if you go like ranged keto with it, because you can heal and you just spam range or whatnot. But I'd have to like leave it at A for now. It's not an S tier because the combat isn't great. The healing just carries it, but combat also plays a part in every SCHRIFT, so balance is just not all that. Next up we have the heat. It's a decent common SCHRIFT. The T move is a ranged move but doesn't apply any burn, and the G move guard breaks and burns. It's a decent SCHRIFT, does decent damage. I'd have to put it at B. Next up we have the iron. So the range isn't crazy good, but it has a flurry move, 2 fast hits, and then the last one's a lot slower, so it's easier to avoid, which makes it a bit easy to escape. And then there's another move that's like slams you, but it also grabs you, so you need to be like pretty close to be able to hit it. So it is kind of hard to hit, I won't lie. Decent SCHRIFT, but because the range is kind of bad, I'll just have to leave it at C. After the rework, wind has honestly become pretty good. It has a block break move, and unfortunately though, the range is kind of hard to hit, so you gotta be close to hit both moves. It doesn't have any crazy ranged moves. So you guys could put it at like B, but for me, I'll honestly just leave it at C. Next, we have the Visionary. So the Visionary kind of barely makes it as a legendary, I won't lie, it's pretty mid. But because it's hard to hit the meteors, has pretty slow moves in general. And the only thing that kind of carries it is the gun moves, because it's pretty fast, does a lot of posture damage, and does good damage. It's pretty mid overall, so I'd honestly give it a low A tier. Next, we have the Miracle. So the Miracle is pretty OP. Both the moves are ranged. One of the moves blind you, and the other one ragdolls you, which is insanely good for combo potentials. I definitely recommend getting Miracle. For me, this is it is a rank over balance. Next, we have Fear. I would honestly hands down put this at S, or even like the highest A tier. But unfortunately, if you guys didn't already see, Fear did get a recent nerf, which was a huge damage cut, because it went from doing like 80 damage per move or per combined move to legit 22, bro. Like, the combo potentials of this is still really good. The moves are still really fast, but the damage just isn't there anymore. So you're gonna need to have a solid build with a lot of damage, or with a crazy, maybe, I guess, Hakuda still, because it's hard to escape Hakuda a lot of the time. So if you have a crazy Hakuda build, I guess Fear would be ideal with it, since, it's pretty much gutted in terms of damage. So I'd have to honestly put this at, I guess over Visionary because of combo potential, but not any higher. Next, we have the Superstar SCHRIFT. So, with Superstar, honestly, the moves are pretty good. One of them, kind of punches your way. A bit similar to the C move for Suzumebachi, I guess. And the other move is like sort of a beam. It's a decent SCHRIFT, honestly. Not bad at all. The SCHRIFT is alright, honestly. It's kind of like a low A-ish, because it's alright, but Vault is just a lot better, so I'll have to put it here. Also for Visionary, I kind of changed my mind a bit. I'm gonna leave it at high B because, as I said, it's carried by guns. It's just not great. The Vault is alright, obviously, but after all the nerfs and how it's only gun dependent, really, it just kind of sucks. So we'll have to leave it at high B. Next, we have the Glutton. So the Glutton is a very solid SCHRIFT. I've used it a lot myself. It has a ranged move that like knows your opponent over time, bites them over time and stuff, which kind of stuns them a bit when they try to do hits and stuff, which is pretty good. And it has like a large mouth move with hyper armor, which has honestly decent range, I can't lie. So while you do this move, you can't be cancelled, obviously, and it's honestly the AoE of it and whatnot is honestly pretty good. So I'll have to put it at I'm only gonna put it over Fear, honestly, because after the nerf with Fear, I just can't put it very high due to damage. Next up we have the Thunderbolt. So the Thunderbolt after rework has to be one of the best Schrifts and Volts I've seen. Because I don't know if y'all saw the old one, but after the rework, this has basically become like the second best Schrift. So to give you guys a bit of info on it, T is the fastest move in game and it guard breaks. I'm not sure if it did that before, but it literally guard breaks and it's a really fast move. And it disables your opponent's flash steps for 8 seconds. If you hit, I think a T or G, I'm not sure. But if you hit one of them, you literally cancel your opponent's flash stepping for literally 8 seconds. That is huge. So definitely broken. And you can even move stack with this, and you can even stun. And on top of that, it does a lot of damage. It's honestly insanely good, and it's only a rare, so I'd have to give this at S. I mean, you guys don't have to agree with me, but I just think it's pretty OP because of, you know, the rework. Next, we have Power. This is a very underrated Schrift, but it has a good ranged move, and it has a close ranged in-between combo move. So you can basically launch your ranged moves. It has good AoE and whatnot, and good range. And after, if you're doing like a combo, you can use your other move, which is sort of a punch, I guess, which is really good in between combos. So I'd have to put Power at either here or below Superstar. You guys could kind of choose what you want to do though. Okay, next up we have the Compulsory. So if you guys don't know much about this, I think this is a legendary. I'm not too sure. I think it's a rare actually. Yeah, no, it's a rare. And unfortunately, it is the worst Rift, so it's going to D. The moves are just too slow. They're terrible, I guess. You know, there's not much to know about it except just don't get it. It's not worth it. Yeah, just roll honestly. And last, we have the death dealing. So obviously this is very obvious. Death dealing takes the cake, bro. Death dealing literally takes the top of the tier list. No questions. The Schrift and Vol beat anything. And in terms of mythics, it is probably the best mythic in the game because of just how OP it is. One of the moves should this ranged move that cripples you. Very OP. Does good damage. And you have this move which creates a circle, right? And if you're in it, you walk slower and you take a lot of damage being in it. And imagine you being comboed in it. That's just free damage for them and you're pretty much cooked. So death dealing doesn't even require that much skill. It's kind of brain dead and it's very OP. So definitely recommend you guys get it. If you get it, get the vault. And yeah, you should be soloing anything really. Okay, so that's pretty much all the tier list, I guess. Obviously, a lot of things you guys will not agree with. I get it. And maybe you guys would put Glutton lower. I like Glutton personally, so I'll put it around here. Again, Fear would be like literally after Miracle for me or something, but after the nerf, bro. After the nerf, honestly, it's kind of gotten at, you know, between Glutton, Power, and Superstar. And you guys might also put like Superstar higher if you want, I guess, maybe Overpower, something like that. It's very valid. And Visionary, I think you guys might know why it's there because of the nerfs and whatnot. But this should be a solid guide to whoever wants to know which Schrift is good. Obviously, a lot of them are A because a lot of Schrifts are decently good. I can't, you know, be too dramatic about it. A lot of them are good. It's just that they get nerfs sometimes and, you know, things like that. So anyways, it's gonna be the my video, my Schrift tier list. And if you guys did enjoy this, let me know. If you guys agree, disagree, let me know as well. And we're nearly at 2K subs, so make sure you guys sub if you want to. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.